1, salvage ship the Wretched. Flight engineer Harper reporting. The other members of the crew are dead, and the engines remain non-operational. Though ship integrity remains good, and life support systems are still active, I successfully jettisoned the intruder from the airlock. But it remains alive, and continues to try and access the ship. With a little luck, I can repair the distress beacon, and somebody will pick me up. This is Harper, the last survivor of the Wretched, signing off. Day 2, salvage ship the Wretched, flight engineer Harper reporting. Ever since the creature latched on to the outside of the ship, the alarms have been non-stop. It's preventing me from sleeping, resting. I can't get on with minimal repairs that I can do, and repairs to the beacon without the sound and the reminder of what's getting in. I've had to turn the alarms off just to give myself a little bit of a rest. I really hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Day 3, salvage ship the Wretched, flight engineer Harper reporting. I can already feel the cold, and I miss the crew. I don't know why I'm the last one here. I remember hiding in a supply closet, like a goddamn cliche. Well, that thing just went through them all. I could hear it, I could see flashes. The only voice I didn't hear was, Nicholson. We had a thing going, and I figured when we got back planet side, we'd go out, we'd do something ridiculous. Go to some kind of arcade, or walk on the beach like teenagers. I remember telling them that I always hated the beach. It was just nothing. Just sand and water and other people. There's nothing interesting there, and the things I do now to be even close to sand and water and other people, it's ridiculous. Martine was the last voice I heard. I remember them grabbing that makeshift torch, just metal, cloth and fire, and just running at that thing, and God, it was 5 seconds, but without those 5 seconds I might not be here. I miss them all. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna talk to anyone again. Probably not. The monitors are nothing but black, and not the black of space dotted with stars, just the black of nothing. No sounds, no indication that life exists outside this ship, apart from myself and the creature. But I know the creature is there. It does something with electricity. When it's near me, the lights, they turn up like they're about to burst. I can see it moving as the lights go bright, blindingly bright, and then dim. It's like the ship itself is watching me. Day 4, salvage ship the Wretched. Flight engineer Harper reporting. It's been a quiet day. In terms of tasks and issues, both inside and outside my head. I apologize for the length and content of the previous recording. Perhaps I should be more scientific. The creature that currently vexes me from the outside, it moves across the ship erratically. I believe it is trying to find a way back in, and whether it is just testing old ground or forgets where it's checked, it just seems to go from one place to another, and I'll notice, due to the lights, as I mentioned last time, it goes back to similar spots, whether it's found something that I am unaware of, that my systems have not told me of, or the creature is just, as mentioned, forgetful that it has checked a place. I wonder if it is looking for comfort and familiarity, the way that I am. Day 6, salvage ship the Wretched. Flight engineer Harper recording. It appears the quietness of yesterday was just a calm before the storm. Our comm system just randomly picked up noise. It recorded. I can hear it, and listen. It's not something close. It's freighters. Something in the far off. But they're there. There's still life outside this goddamn rust bucket. The creature still moves across the ship, and I'm reminded of when it first, the knowledge that it was there. I thought the lights were going faulty, and I went to go into the system to fix them. Not really my forte. We had a Jensen for that. Squeezing down between the cables, and it was tight, cramped, horrible, like being hugged by a machine, and not a warm embrace of safety, one of crushing, like the ship itself was trying to make sure I knew I wasn't welcome within itself. My place was with the rest of the crew. The water purification has started acting up. It's still drinkable, but again, like the ship is telling me I'm not welcome. I'm starting to think the ship and the creature are in cahoots. Like that would be possible at all. Speaking of Jensen, he had a daughter. His daughter gave him that ugly bear. One eye, a hand just holding out for an embrace that isn't there. Called the bear Duck. asked him why. He said, well, they had to bring it. It's duck ugly. Anyway. This is unfair. It's cruel. We were meant to burn our uniforms. Be done with this stupid company, this stupid ship, this stupid life. This was going to be the end of it. And we were just going to go and stack shelves, do menial labor. And now you're all here and I'm here, and is this right? If I push this button, then you're gone. Not just mentally, not just... Oh, I can't do this. Day 8. Salvage ship the Wretched. Flight engineer Harper reporting. I may have monumentally messed up. I have some engineering experience. Obviously I'm a flight engineer. I tried to take the engine apart to fix it, but the hum is different. It feels different. I think I may have just caused permanent damage. I'm such an idiot. I think this thing is getting to me. I was moving bodies out of the cafeteria. I figured if this was going to be a place that I could hold up against the creature, something I could hide myself in, or lose myself. This was a big room like this was good for it. Having to move all those bodies was a lot. I don't know if it's tired or the physical strain, but it was like 6 people. A last meal of something that tastes like curry is in the other room shouting its flavor at you. I was passing the officer's mess, too, with the bodies, taking them back to their quarters, and I thought I saw something. Something that moved. At first I thought it was the creature, but the creature was never so subtle. It's like it spotted me and stopped or got out the way. Maybe someone else is alive, and we're just going round in circles. They must think I'm some sick freak moving bodies and taking vibrasaurs from people's quarters. Maybe I'm not alone. Day 10. Salvage ship the Wretched. Flight engineer Harper reporting. I've just got done reinforcing the main observatory window. after I jettisoned the creature, originally it tried to break through the reinforced glass. The only glass on the ship, I guess it thought it was a weak point. Luckily, people who built this ship did a bang-up job when they first did. I'm sure they'd be quite proud of how well this ship has held up everything going on. That being said, with one up comes a down. The life support system has been making a grinding noise like a parking brake on a vehicle has been left on. It's way outside my expertise. And after what happened with the engine, I don't want to mess with it. We have vacuum suits set up. I'm hoping that one of them has enough air and life support in it to sustain me for a little bit if the system does fail, but other than that, I really don't know what I'll do. It's not like I can open the suit to eat and drink and, well, anything else. I keep thinking about how the creature can survive out there, and when we first found the creature, or when it found us, Jensen, they attacked it with a nail gun, and it bled out a black ichor. It clung to the walls. It almost moved. I don't know what. I'm no biologist. I don't know how. It just doesn't have the regular. It's not like the blood of any creature I've seen. It's not. It's almost like oil. Clinging. And it still clings. It hasn't dripped. It's terrifying. I'm never getting out of here. Day 12. Salvage ship the Wretched. Flight engineer Harper recording. I was doing a sweep today and found out that the automatic fire suppression had put out a fire in one of the bathrooms. I hadn't revealed this, but I found a pack of cigarettes in Hughes's old room, and I'd quit years ago, but I decided to, if it was ever a time, to have one again. And I must have left it lit, and something sparked, something triggered a fire in a bathroom. Who'd have guessed? I feel like having that seen to me first thing in the morning has... The ship is still fighting to keep itself alive, so why shouldn't I? Right before the ship aircraft, the engines, we were hit by a small asteroid. I guess part of the fire being that oxygen has been leaking from the hull, so I spent some time fixing it this morning, you know. No sense, even if I don't plan on sparking again, no sense leaving it to risk, right? So, yeah, maybe that'll fix the issue with life support. Maybe it was something that simple, something that I was just putting off. Beyond that, small bits of damage to the structure of the ship from us all fighting off the creature. So I went down, I found them all, I did what fixes I could, repairing beams and fixing wiring. It's like the ship looks brand new in places. While I was doing that, I found places to hide. I made a physical list. There's a duct above in the cockpit in the bridge. There's a small duct that can barely be seen in the mess hall. Again, one of the roof panels is dislodged, and I've arranged the chairs so it's quick to get up there. In Pickle's room, there's under the bed. They have like this massive trunk. It hides half of it, but it's easier to move than it looks, and easier to place back in place. There's more. I have an entire. I have a to-do list of more things I have to do over the next few days. I have all these hiding places. I'm going to survive this. Day 13. Salvage ship the Wretched. Flight engineer Harper reporting. I was thinking about how things were before, and I remembered Hoffman talking about they had a dream that the black of space was going to come and kill us all. They saw what was happening. They had a premonition of what was going to happen. Like that classic movie from the 90s. The 1990s, not the 2090s. We laughed. We thought they were joking. We thought they'd been they had a thing for movies. We thought they'd been watching too much and it all gotten to them, but maybe they saw it. Maybe they saw everything that was about to happen to us. They saw it. It, which is the black of night, but I know where it is, because it makes my ship shine bright. The lights here are dim, so I know it's not here, but I can see lights moving down the hall. It's close. It's strange, really. Such a creature of dark and death comes with light. I never saw the creature myself. Broom closet. Everyone else ran in, but I heard it. It sounded like nails on a chalkboard. Screeching. Constantly. The only time it wasn't screeching was when it was doing what it does. It was... That noise is so deafening. You'll never understand it. Anyway, talking of the engineers, pride in the ship, sure, they'd hate me. I tried to fire up one of the engines, but it caught fire. Not in the way I wanted it to, you know? And I had to jettison it, lest the whole ship go up in flame, and then I tried to get to the lander modules. Maybe, you know, hey, look, that engine got away. Maybe I could do that. And so, the asteroid had struck it. The lander was unusable. But then I remembered that when I ejected the engine, the creature had gone to investigate it. Maybe it could sense that I wasn't on there, but I saw it move. The lights flickered in that way. I thought maybe it would think I'm escaping on the lander, so I pulled that out. It's here. I can't see any... Day 14. Salvage ship the Wretched. Flight engineer Harper reporting. Sorry. The gravity drive failed. I had to fix it with no... It took almost all day fixing it. It's back up now, and God, thank God it is. When I managed to launch the creature into space, the airlock, it wouldn't seal. Some damage done to it. And every now and again the creature finds its way back in, and I see it scratching, trying to get at me through just a door. It's terrifying. I try to avoid that area as much as possible because of this. It doesn't do me good to see it. But as I was fixing the gravity, I heard skittering, scraping. Maybe it's got it in. I don't know. I fixed it. I ran to the bridge. Out of fear, the hole that I mentioned before. I got in there, and once the noise had stopped, the door, it was broken. I had to use a crowbar to manually... I didn't think people would do that. I'm so tired. And then I went down to food stores, and all the bread's gone. Something in the climate control. Just something else that I can't fix on this ship. Something else that I just don't know how. I can't get the ship moving. I can't fix the climate control. I can't stop the alarm. I can't stop the doors from locking on me. I can't... I miss everybody. I can't do this alone. Day 16. Salvage ship the Wretched. Flight engineer Harper reporting. I managed to fix the distress beacon. I don't know how. Not only have I fixed it, it's booted boosted. I've managed to boost it. Any day now, people could come and save. I'm gonna be found. I don't know what to say, how to react. I'm gonna be better. And that's caused me to think that the creature surviving, it survives in anywhere, anything. Nothing kills it, not even the cold black of space. And I wondered if its attack on us was one of malice or one of survival. If it thought we were strangers in its space and we would destroy it. And so, maybe it's defending. And now it has nothing more to do but defend. Maybe in its past it succumbed to its own creature that survived the cold black of space, or had to learn to survive the cold black in order to survive that. If I was someone who cared about these things, I'd find it interesting, and I'm sure when someone listens back to this log, they'll want to study it. I hope they don't. The ship is filled with gouges left by the creature's claws, just the way it dug into it, tore from it. It's impossibly terrifying. The claws they seem like they shouldn't be able to stand on them. They're so sharp to a point, but they do. And I guess because the world bends around them. I had to go find Hughes's ID. Get access to a weapon cabinet. Some days ago I found a weapon on Hughes's body, but it's not been great, and I finally decided that I needed something better to defend myself. Day 17, salvage ship the Wretched. The creature had all this time. I thought it was confused, but no, it was ripping at one of the habitat modules. Just it tore it from the ship in impossible strength. And I managed to, I thought I sealed the door. I sealed the door before it could get in. I know I did. But then I heard something on the comms. That nail, that noise. Like it was taunting me through my own ship's comms system. It was talking in my ship's voice. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was having a panic attack or something, and then the oxygen, it was just off. I found the systems, I've repaired it, it's back on now, but I can see those marks, those gouges from its feet. They weren't there before. I know they weren't. I'm armed. What if I was wrong? What if I didn't stop it from getting in? I'm gonna go and look for it.